The MAP Convention is a place for knowledge sharing where people from within Pakistan can benefit from the international experience and exposure, and foreign delegates can better understand what offers Pakistan has for the world.
Technology tends to go upwards and then sideways. So an investment in agriculture would not mean that you would miss out on all of your ERP solutions and so on. You would most likely have out of an agricultural vertical state-of-the-art technologies like remote sensing, data management, would push through your comms industry. Then you'd have your biotech and everything else like that. Now, three things in there very quickly that advantage your telecoms market and your IT market. So all of the devices and applications. You look at advanced technologies for agribusiness, it's all the basic tools that are there. So our theory is that's where you go, that's where you build your strength, and the peripherals and the devices that you need spin off of that naturally, and they spin off at a much higher rate.
If a company like Oracle, which is very much a revenue focused and shareholder wealth focused organization and is investing in countries like Pakistan, for example, or India, or China, or Mexico, then there's got to be business benefit in it as well.
I'm very impressed by some of the businesses that have been set up and the level of organization and the degree of interest that people have in issues like human resource development and the like, entrepreneurship. And so I think there's a lot of good positive momentum. Obviously, a lot of that has to be translated into action and results. But at least the psychological willingness to move forward is there.
Despite the good things that are happening, goodwill ambassadors face a lot of resistance when they invite people into Pakistan. But before we attempt to resolve these issues, it is important to identify and understand what these challenges are.
First and foremost is the perception that is built about Pakistan. So that is the sort of first resistance that you get, and the second resistance comes out because of sheer lack of information that is coming to them. So like an information blackout that exists in their quarters. We Pakistanis keep ourselves informed because of our affiliation to Pakistan. But those people, they rely on other sources of information. It's either their network, their social network, or their professional networks, or they rely on the news sources that they subscribe to. And in some of the cases where we meet those people, by and large, their networks have not yet received this positive information on Pakistan. So that's one of the biggest things that you run into. And for this particular event, when we were going around to many of the businesses or their executives, there was that degree of reluctance. I mean, we did approach companies who are conglomerates in China, although there are quite a few Chinese companies already operating in Pakistan. However, these other Hong Kong listed companies who are operating in China, there was a degree of reluctance. So that uniformity of comfort with Pakistan is not there.
It's very frustrating for people like us who are looking to get more investment into Pakistan and who are working for companies that we respect and cherish and believe in. But when they turn around and say, well, travel into your country is advised against, then that whole personal passion comes out and you say, but why? Let me tell my story.
There is a technophobia that is still there within the higher level of our principal owners, but that's changing because what you're seeing are the new generations coming back.
There are little niches, little gaps, little areas, little differentiators we can focus on, and not to leave it to the government.